let's do it. Let's do it. Let's clean this up. If you guys didn't saw the last video, I removed the entire carpet. Now it's time to clean this up so we can start putting everything back as it should be. Last time I did a bunch of removal. I figured out some water inside of the car. If you didn't watch, I really encourage you to go and watch. But today my goal is to clean everything up, and I have a couple of things that I want to use to clean it up, and we're gonna install the head unit. So I bought exactly the same head unit that I have on my C6. This one for me is does everything. So, and it's like it's reasonable. It's like 250 bucks I pay for. But then you have CarPlay and you have everything, right? So I'm gonna use this stain and mold removal just in case, and then I'm gonna use some glass cleaner. I have been using gas cleaner for a bunch of stuff. This thing works great. And then I'm gonna do some touch-up paint, because as you can see here, you can see some spots. So I'm gonna sand it down and, you know, just put it like a little white, the stop rust and everything. I think this is gonna be great. All right, first thing we're gonna do, put the gloves on. I'm gonna do one more time the vacuum. I'm still waiting for one more part to do the head unit install, but to be honest, I don't want to do anything while this car is dirty inside. Clean it up, gloves on, let's do it. The radio was kind of easy to remove, just 4 bolts right there, but then that's where it starts getting fun. So the technology that they use to do this, it's a little different. So I'm gonna try to explain to you guys so that make more sense, right? So you see there are 2 wires over there that they plug into the radio, but they are actually just extensions that they hook up to this box here, which is called tuner, I guess, right? So there are 2 sides, one already disconnected, right? You see here goes the harness from the car to this box, and from this box to the radio, right? And here's your antenna. I already disconnected because It's so tough. There's no too much room here. I couldn't record, but that's up here. So you gotta remove the entire thing here. You see, I remove everything, and then you unplug, and then you plug this harness, which I'm gonna show better. I just put the harness here. This is the new harness. You see, it's long. It doesn't need to be this long, to be honest. I might cut some. I might don't. I don't know. But yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna get rid of this, and you guys gonna see better what I'm talking about. This box here, I mean, you gotta remove it, and these are the actually extensions, so you can just remove that. Not gonna use that anymore. The wires are so tight. So that's what I was saying. So the car, this is the tuner, right? Those extensions, they go from the radio to here, and this goes from the car to here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna replace with this harness, which is exactly the same. Again, mine is no amplifier. I don't have an amplifier. So if you have an amplifier car with a Bose, you need just different system, right? So this is what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna leave the link below. I think I paid 80 bucks for the entire harness. Comes with the harness, and now I'm gonna plug it here, and then I will show you guys better how that goes. And then we're just gonna tuck everything here and bring to the radio, and then we're gonna start the install from there, right? You wanna know how it looks like to put a aftermarket stereo on a C4? Yeah, a couple wires, which again, my business degree helps me a lot at this time, but I think we're getting through it. So yeah, it's not looking pretty, but that's how it needs to look until it looks pretty. So you need like a aftermarket harness. You need to get rid of this tuner, which is garbage. So yeah, I mean, whenever I have the video up, you should watch if you want to know how that goes, right? But yeah, I'm getting there. The idea here was not do detailing, but this was so filthy that I had to clean, because we're gonna put a brand new steering wheel head unit here. So as you saw, I tucked in all the cables there, and once you connect that harness, that's it. That's just plugging this to the new harness, and you gotta trim that piece, because the new ones, doesn't matter which one you get, you can get anything, but it's gonna hit that plastic part. The only thing is, I'm gonna do some trimming here later. It's just my saw was so awful. So you just gotta be careful, like if you're not hitting anything, like, you know, with those airbags thing. So just make sure you put everything away. You should be fine. So many options in the market. I'm gonna go with the one that I'm used to, because I'm gonna use the car, and it's exactly the one that I have on the C6, which I installed this like almost 4 years ago at this point. So we're going with the Sony XAV-AX150, which is this beauty here. She works very well with Android and Apple CarPlay, as you can see. So you need the head unit. You need these brackets here to the side, so you can attach this to the car, right? And you need the harness that I just showed you. That's 3 things you need. I'm gonna leave the links below. And here is the harness for this head unit, comes with it. So I'm gonna just wire all these wires here to those wires from the harness. That's it. I'm not gonna show you the entire process because it's just wiring, and then but for you guys, take a couple seconds. For the first time, I can sit on this car and not feeling like it's so dirty, right? So that's good. What happens here, as you can see, I connect all the wires. This is very straightforward, color to color, just match, right? And this is the harness from the head unit. I use those heat and then they shrink, but I didn't shrink yet because I want to make sure 100% is working, because if it's not working, then I take that out. We're gonna plug to see if we got power. I mean, if we have battery. All right, we are back. So this car has been opened like almost every day because I want this smell gets out of here. So the battery was dead and I didn't keep to the charger. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh! I think we got power, boys. Yeah! Yeah! So let me plug my phone. So this is a USB, you just plug, and then which is installing a backup camera. So the car is open, we are already there, very easy to wire everything up, so let's do it. And the best part, it's white. Look at that. What I did, I fish. I will show you guys. I had to make a hole because the C4 doesn't have a hole. So then I fish over here. I'm gonna try to put the camera around just like on my C6, right? And then I have all the wiring. And then we're gonna try, before we close all this tail lights are not the easiest one to do, because look at my hands, like all dirty or messed up, but hey, it's part of the process, right? Alright, now I'm gonna spike some wires and then I'll show you along the way. Right. Finish the rear camera. To be honest, I didn't show you guys that much because I already did it on the C6, so if you want to watch, I'll leave the link over here somewhere so you can watch. But it's very simple. Reverse lights to the camera, and then you run all the way to the cab. The only thing I did was different. I made a drill a hole here. You see, I'm gonna put some silicone. It's gonna be fine because there's no way you can get into it. And you see, I ran the wire all the way here to all the way to the back to the unit. There you go. It's like this because I was like, you know what? Let's see if it works, and I know it works, so everything works. Why a rear camera on a classic car, let's say? You know what? There's no seats, there's no carpet. I'm gonna upgrade the head unit. I might as well just go for it because it is a plus. If you drive a car with a rear camera, it doesn't really matter the definition. At least you can see something. Those cars, you can't, you know. My wife probably is gonna drive this car because it's a automatic. So I want to give her also this, let's say, plus. But yeah, I mean, it's not necessary, but since I'm there, the camera was like $25, and I'm saying, just, it is what it is. The last thing to do, you need these brackets, because these brackets, they go next to the head unit, and then you bolt it on the center console, right? So they go right here, like this, more or less like this, and then you put exactly where it was before. It is working, but I cannot put this thing the way it is, because I don't know how much you guys can see, but it's nasty. So I'm gonna just to give a quick wash, come back, and then I'll detail the car later on, but there's no way I can put this on this way. Look, it's like there's kind of a glue on it, right? So we don't want that, right? Yep, it's done. The only thing I need to do, I'm gonna paint this piece. It's not even there, just like, I just put it to make sure that it fits. But bro, look at that. So nice. Apple CarPlay, if you wanna do other things, you can. There's Bluetooth, there's a tuner, your radio. I'm not gonna play anything because you guys know how that goes. Rear camera, if engaged. There you go. If you engage your reverse, works. So everything should work. Apple CarPlay is the main thing. I just got a music here to say no copyright, so I'm gonna play so you can hear. I mean, sounds pretty good for what it is. Again, I'm not upgrading any speakers, anything. I think this is enough for me and my wife that's gonna drive. And the main thing here is like the GPS, like it weighs, and so on and so forth, right? This thing, it's so easy to the touch, as you can see. I love this. It's the same thing I have on my C6, and I just love it. I think it fits really well here. The look of it, you know, bring just a modern thing for this car. And what I'm gonna do next, when I'm gonna put everything back, this cable here is gonna have like a plug in here, so you just plug on the center console. You have to watch everything to make sure you follow, right? But let me know what you think. Let me know if you would do this on an old car, if it is a good upgrade. All right, we are one step closer to get this car where it should be. That's it. I'm gonna end today's video right here. So if you have anybody who is interested in a car project, share this video with. And the next step is gonna be, we're gonna start putting the carpet back on. And then, because I wanna drive into this season. So we are close though. I know since we are far, but now the radiator is in, it's working. I already ordered a new shifty boot and a new shifty knob, because those are garbage. And then I think the challenge is gonna be putting the carpet on this thing, because so many pieces, so many cuts, and most of the carpets, especially on the doors and the panel, are glue, which I'm not excited about, but I will face, right? I hope you guys enjoy. If you're here for the first time, make sure to subscribe, leave your comment below, and hit that thumbs up, because I appreciate it. All the links for everything I use here, it's on the description below. If you buy those from those links, you really help the channel. So I hope you guys enjoy. Catch you guys in the next one. Never forget, enjoy life. Work hard for those cars that we are crazy about. See you. One thing I forgot to show you guys is the back here. I put it like silicone, you see? So when I drill, was a hole, but now it's all sealed. So we're good to go.